Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to session 33 of my Pillars of Eternity turn-based Triple Crown attempt. Last time we did a lot of bounties, we spent a lot of money, and then we got permission to enter the Twin Elves. Which is, I suppose, what we will... Well, I was going to say that's what we'll be doing this time, but I think I might head back and confront Raedric, who we also learned had come back from the dead. Yeah, so I think that's how I'll start today's session. Depending on how long that takes, that might be the whole thing, or it might only be a tiny slice of it.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Yes, again, I think you've mentioned that before.
Certainly.
As you approach the smiling woman at the side of the road, you are struck with a sense of unease. At this distance, you can see that her skin has a sickly, pallid sheen to it, and her eyes are the glassy milk white of a cadaver. Her expression sits oddly on her face, as if it requires great effort to maintain.
Welcome.
Lord Raedric has been expecting you. The woman smiles a little wider. It is good that you have not refused his challenge. He feared you might prove a coward in the end. I will escort you to him if you wish. You know what? I think my approach here is just going to be straight up murder my way through this any undead I find, because I don't want her to escort me to him and then it'd be a trap and I'm surrounded.
Ready, Watcher.
And I don't like it
Your thoughts must
when a
flow
good
deep.
solid hit from Chie only brings them to barely wounded. That's concerning.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
I'm ready.
Your thoughts must flow deep. Shed
Following your lead. For Takoa!
Oh?
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow. I'm ready.
Pam.
Yes. For...
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Alright, I was thinking about this. Canna has nothing particularly special on, so I'll do that. And the Inguis and Scepter is largely the same bonus, except lacking the Superb. Let's do that.
Yes.
I'm switching to an archery focus for him for a little bit, see how that goes. Now, I tried it very briefly way back when, and couldn't really tell the difference with the speed boost that song he sings is supposed to give to my archers, but maybe it'll be more noticeable now. Unless it also has the fire damage on archery bonus. got here? Oh, well, there's Nedmar.
Greetings.
Nedmar seems frailer than ever, his wrinkled skin stretched over old bones. He blinks repeatedly on seeing you, as if to clear his vision. You've returned. You do not know what horrors have fallen upon this keep. Lord Raedric has forsaken his faith. He clings to unnatural life, creates other monsters in mimicry of Osria's teachings. He sags. It is only because she is gone that I have been able to convince Raedric to follow me to stay. Try to steer him back to the path. But I fear he is beyond reach. Nedmar points a trembling hand towards the vaulted ceiling. He is waiting up at the tallest point of the keep. You can reach it from the upper floor. I will leave this place and go where I am needed. Perhaps I can find Giaco, and he will consider returning to the church elsewhere. He bows his head. I wish you luck, my friend. Please, put an end to this. Yeah, okay. There's some stairs up. Odd that he wouldn't be in the throne room. As a vampire, you'd think he'd want to be inside. Although I guess I've no reason to believe vampires like vampires suffer in sunlight. Is that always exactly how that works, or if it even does, varies wildly from vampire mythos to vampire mythos. I'm gonna guess it's the upper ramparts.
I'll take a look.
Ah. Looks like I have to get there from the temple. Alright.
I'll take a look.
Well, I'm confused. How the hell do I get up there? I'm sure I've been up there, but it has been a while. Ah, siege platform. Perhaps it's that.
Sharp eye?
Alright. An armored figure strides forward. In place of its eyes, great flames burn, emanating heat and light. In that orange glow, you can see the face beneath has succumbed to rot, the cheeks sunken, the lips pulled back over gray gums and decaying teeth. But it is unmistakably Raedric who stands before you.
Look well. See what you have made of me. But see too what great Berith has permitted. I am returned, mind and soul. so that I might be avenged upon my enemies.
All I see is a walking corpse. Then your eyes are deceived. You cannot imagine the power bestowed upon me. I feel the touch of the gods. My faith is a font from which I draw life. My wrath is a sweeping flame. And you will burn this day. I have strangled.
I have strangled the life from the usurper Kolsch with my own hands. So fell your champion, your great hope.
Mildly irritating that it goes from voice acted to not voice acted to voice acted. Oh, but Kolsk was never my great hope. I barely knew the man. Oh, back to non-voice acted. Was that creature to be your Thane? A man without resolve, without aim? A leech growing fat upon the veil, senseless to the ravages of his vanity inflicted upon his people. Almost as bad as the alternative. I will not
allow my lands to fall into ruin. I will cleanse the scattered god's poison from the blood of my people. I will scour his name from the Deerwood. Bereth has blessed me with its favor, and I will be its sword. There will be no more mercy for the heretic, the thief, the charlatan. All will meet with death.
Wrath itself won't be able to stitch you back together when I'm through with you.
Then may the twin god guide my blade. I will cut you cleanly from the earth and send you swiftly into the next life. I promise you that.
Alright, that should be easy enough, I hope. Nevertheless, no reason to screw around.
Do you mind?
Only a graze. 96 defense. That's annoying. Bit of a waste to have to use a suppress affliction there, but don't want her, she starts with a lot of focus. Don't want her to blow all of her focus on attacking my own team right away.
For Takoa!
Ready, Watcher.
They sure do like taking the grieving mother, it seems. Oh, and they grabbed Pelagina too this time. That's annoying. And suppress affliction didn't work this time. That's even more annoying. Alright.
Of course.
I'm ready.
Oh, there we go. Give them some summon fodder for them to try to charm rather than
Ready,
charming my actual team. So it's getting really irritating.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I shall end this.
fight where the music has decided to be extremely quiet for no reason. Really wish I could figure out why it does that sometimes.
For Takoa!
We gotta be more careful.
Spot on!
Nice.
I'm ready. Ready, Watcher.
Your thoughts must flow deep. I shall end this.
Hey.
Following your lead. Croactin!
My bow's ready.
Ooh. Didn't intend to hit that out of there. Good damage outside of that, though.
Freros, Ceres!
Bouncing healing going.
Shed no blood.
Oof. Don't miss.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Let's end this!
Yes.
Charmed the grieving mother again. Boy, do they seem to like charming her.
Let us end this!
Ah, I thought that would bounce up and finish off the Vampire Guardsman there. That's a shame.
I'm ready. I'm here.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
I'm here. After him, Simoc.
One down.
Will they made on answer?
Quit charming my team, you jerks.
Hmm? I'm ready. Border Republics!
Oh wow, an animat actually managed to knock something down.
This one repels my touch.
Oh no, they knocked down Chie. That is really bad.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Simoc.
Why am I just grazing and grazing and grazing?
Hey.
Oh my god. Hit their targets. You need to hit your targets. Okay.
Freros, Ceres!
It was wild to me that reviving exhortation is a free action.
Adoridore. Vi aces vox converano.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Proactive!
Larisandis!
This phantom is just not hitting.
No!
Oh, that was worth it anyways.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
I'm ready. Vi aces vox converano.
Oh my god, quit charming me. Do they just get infinite charms? You would hope that would be like 2 or fewer times per battle. Although I guess like the Zorp skirmishers who get infinite stuns, the enemies often just seem to practically be cheating.
Hey. Leave it to me!
This one repels my touch.
Looks like Nanook is not engaging anyone for some reason. Maybe it's because he's terrified? That would make sense.
Following your lead. For Takoa! Verde Vedan Ansawu!
It's charming me.
My bow's ready. I'm ready. Border Republics!
This thing isn't doing the job.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, she is down again. That's not good. Oh, she's still most of my damage. I needed to get her to a safer spot, but she just would not, she was just so surrounded, it was hard to get anywhere.
After him, Simoc.
This isn't working!
This one repels my touch.
Hey. Leave it to me!
Finally.
I'm ready. Freros, Ceres!
No pain, yet I bleed.
This isn't working!
After him, Simoc.
Shed no blood.
I'm ready.
Hey.
What? I don't remember
Isn't doing the job.
how many injuries you're allowed to get before you just game over if you get knocked out again, so maybe it's best I don't raise her.
They got Sagani.
Following you.
Oh no. Katsugati and the Grieving Mother. It says an AoE? It's a cone though, that'll be hard to aim. 5 meters. Where are you? You're right there. There, that might be 5 meters to Sagani. Or to Grieving Mother. Ah, that's tough. Gonna do that regardless. Well, this will be game over if Chie gets knocked down again and 2 is the max. My guess is it's 3, but let's just hope this doesn't... Hope I don't regret that, because I need to get these people back on their feet, and that is phenomenal to be able to use an AoE revive like that. It's the first time I've ever had the opportunity.
Hey.
We just need to start finishing people off. Let's see if we can get down here.
Verathis!
Excellent.
Freros, Ceres! Finish them! Ready, Watcher. After him, Simoc.
How many fireballs does he get? That's like his 6th. Don't like these enemies that just get infinite spells.
Let's end this!
I'm ready. Viaces vox converano. After him, Simoc.
Yes.
Nice. Everybody's stunned.
Yes? For Takoa!
Ready, Watcher. After him, Simoc. I'm ready. Permet Kong Swolias.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
There we go. That was
My bow's ready. I'm ready.
probably the closest fight I've had this game. Maybe since the fight with the Skulders in the Eothesian Temple.
Hey.
That one might have been closer. That one certainly... In both cases, we had a circumstance where half my party was dead, I suppose. Oh, 29,000 experience from that? Alright, that was worth it. Unique heavy armor. And a bunch of updates. It feels like I've just completed 1,000 quests somehow. Well, let's see what happened here. Right, it was an eye was stolen from a statue, and I sent Aeloth to look into it. It took extensive searching and inquiry across 3 countries, but Aeloth eventually picked up the trial of the stolen Adraban eye. Following the Broken Stone War, the Almaua thief traveled south to Abbott, and then on to Nazitak. Among the Boreal Dwarves, the thief found a wealthy buyer, the chief of a prosperous tribe. A generation later, the tribe fell on hard times and was raided both by Deadfire Archipelago pirates and Pale Elves from the White That Wends. The Pale Elves sold the stolen eye to merchants from Old Violia, who took it north to the Prince of Darkozy. It remained there for 2 generations. When Darkozy Palace was sacked, one of the invading soldiers took the eye as a prize, carrying it across the sea to Ozia, in the Violian republics. It was still there when Aloth arrived. Though the wealthy patriarch who owned the eye demanded a hefty sum, the Glanfather and Amatha did not hesitate to pay the price. So what else happened? I think we had a hireling payday. Yeah, we had a distant relative of Niala's arrived to pay her a fee to get her freed. Hireling payday, taxes were collected, 2 sets of nothing new to report, that quest completing, nothing new to report, more taxes collected, a new quest added, and nothing new to report. All happened, I'm pretty sure, throughout the mixture of that fight and the quest resolution afterwards. Sure, we'll accept the money for Nialde, because as far as I can tell, again, there's no other purpose to taking people hostage, which is extremely disappointing. It seemed like a fun mechanic that was going to have more to it. And let's see what this quest is. The Skybreaker. For years, an aged wizard has been seen traveling up and down the northwest coast of the Deerwood, performing experiments in the middle of terribly violent storms. Locals have never been certain if the wizard is taking advantage of the weather, or if she is causing the phenomena herself. In recent months, the wizard has not been seen, but farmers have reported a dark, roiling cloud passing through otherwise clear skies. And again, feels like an Aloth situation. Let's look at this armor we got before we do the level ups. Was it this one? He carries many scars. Bonus armor, damage reduction when under a quarter health. I think it was. Just not 100% sure because I remember having a different armor recently that had that regeneration effect. Trying to find what that one is, but maybe I gave it to someone? Definitely not you. Maybe I tossed it, or maybe I just chose not to buy it or toss it in a stash. I don't know. Ah, there it is. Right. Okay. I mean, it's very heavy, which is unfortunate. And the armor damage reduction increase when under 25% health, while interesting, has the problem that if I'm under 25% health, there's a decent chance I'm just going to get one shot. And that is of no help then. But it does only take 1 enchantment point. So it's certainly an interesting armor. I don't think I'm going to pop that on anyone right away, but it's something to consider. And on to the old leveling upping. Let's start at the end. No skills for you, because I just want her to be the master of stealth. I had thought she'd already learned that at some point. E2 Max seems to do a lot of damage, considering it does more than Nanook usually. I don't think there's anything new that has popped up in these options. Much as I just had a lot of problem with charms and dominations, it wasn't on the pets. It was mostly on Canna and the Grieving Mother. Yeah, I'll just get Itumak, who bonus 30% damage whenever targets qualify as sneak attackable.
Following your lead.
Not sure how much more lore helps, but we'll do that and a little bit of stealth. Invocations. Oh, good. Definitely want to get one of the summons. Just not sure if I want the Drake or the Ogres. I suspect the Ogres would be more useful most of the time, but the Drake would have that... I assume the Drake would have the fear aura that the Drakes I fight against have, and honestly, that aura could be good to just fear everybody. Either way, they're 5 rounds. The Drake would be more kind of visually annoying. The idle animation that the Drakes have, flapping their wings, is so, I don't know, chaotic. It really is just kind of annoying on the eyes. And I think that is going to be the deciding factor. I'm going to go with the Ogres simply because I don't want to see the visual noise of the Drakes. He's the one person I still haven't taken a weapon focus with, but I also still just don't know what I want to do with his weapon. I do think the archery thing didn't seem to help much last fight, but I also think last fight was an unrepresentative fight of the types of fights I normally have, so it's hard to say. And I have taken sword and shield style with him, so I mean it does make sense to keep him with the sword and shield, even as I was popping him into a reach weapon. I'd have to respec him if I wanted to go deeper into using a reach weapon, I think. I think he should just get this bonus burn damage. I mean, he's mostly going to be using that burn damage song. Yeah, sure. More burn damage for you, Canna. It's only 20%, but why not? Again, I think I'm going to go a little bit more stealth. Or athletics is enough that it heals, you know, all or most. Well, okay, it only heals 60 apparently. It feels like it heals a decent chunk. Anyway, lore is really... I don't think it's meaningfully helpful past being able to use scrolls, and she can already use everything I've got. I mean, I do think it might give an accuracy bonus when using offensive ones, but I mostly use defensive scrolls. More damage on Flames of Devotion. I think I've said it before, but I think both Vielo, Vidorio, and Intense Flames are interesting, but if I had been making this game, I would have made each of them also come with an extra, you get +1 Flames of Devotion per encounter when you pick them. I think that little extra bonus would make them easier to select. I think she took one of the saving throw ones last time. Reflex and Will, so if she did, it must have been the Fortitude one, which I do not see here, so I'm going to assume that she did. Another thing I wish in this UI was that it just showed you ones you already bought. Maybe right here, seeing the picture of her is nice, but I'd rather be able to see what I've done with the characters rather than having to remember it or infer it based on what's missing. You could also just have them interleaved in the talents and just grayed out, or with a check mark on the right side or something. That would be fine. I mean, I do really like the idea of her just getting more saving throws, more defenses. Let's get those big numbers such that she basically never gets hit by anything. Yeah, look at that. All of her defense is over 100. That's very satisfying. I mean, almost regardless of what she takes here, she's probably never really casting it. Recall Agony would be good against bosses. This one's confusing, because I know that the more damage you do, the more focus you regenerate. But I don't know if this damage increases your focus regeneration, which would be the main reason I would get it if I was going to. But without the information that it works that way, it's hard to bother. It just grab a bit more accuracy against distant enemies on. That's probably the best thing to do. She still has problems grazing or missing a fair bit. And being sure that she, or decreasing the chance of those grazes is probably the best option, yeah. Get nice solid hits so that she gets nice solid focus building. Still not 100% sure this works if you have a shield equipped. I think it does. I really should just have looked this up one of these days, because I keep thinking about taking it with him and then deciding against it because I don't know if it works. Well, and because there's other options. I think it works. Screw it, let's go with it. He could use some extra crits.
Yeah.
And finally, Chie. Excellent. Mechanics up to 12. It's like a very vague recollection of having looked it up sometime and learned that 14 is what you need to be able to do every mechanics thing. I don't even know if she'll get that by the max level, considering. It's just companion. That's probably why E2 Max doing significantly more than Nanu, because he already had that, in addition to now having Merciless Companion. I do find the idea of getting accurate Wounding Shot mildly interesting. I mean, she does use Wounding Shot for the first 2 rounds of virtually every fight, and an extra 10 accuracy on it would... I don't know, I mean, she's already critting most of the time, but every once in a while she'll even go as low as a graze, and that's always upsetting. So maybe that's the option. This, again, is something I would very much consider if this was, like, once per combat. But that's thrice per rest. I just always, well, not say always, but I often go an entire day without using it. And that would just feel like a waste. And then there's also always just these, just 25% damage against something is attempt. Ooh, interrupting blows. She does have good interrupt. And the more you get, the better interrupt works. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Plus 15 interrupt. Sure.
Certainly.
No. Done here, it seems. Not sure who, with Kolsch and Raedric dead, is going to rule this place now. Isn't there a door out here? I thought this was an exit. Where am I? Oh, let's go to the kitchens, I guess. This place is confusing. Oh, I see where I am. Yeah, I'm not on the floor I thought I was on. Maybe the kitchens is where I was, where I thought I was. Also, makes me think. Level 12 is when you can do Superb, right? Yeah, I need to find some Sky Dragon Eyes. Looks like I wouldn't be able to do it with the Whispers of Yenwood anyways, but I need to find a better sword for him then. Because that one's not even exceptional, and if I can't go all the way to Superb, it makes me not want to upgrade it to exceptional, even though that feels mildly insane to say. Like to Cade Nua so I can rest.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea.
Where
Too
to
vulnerable
next?
to cannons.
Looks like we're heading back here. Let's go straight to the Hearth Song, I guess. Go do that sealed missive quest that I'd thought I would just go to the various houses in town and find items under a floorboard, but didn't seem to be able to. It was the only two houses I could enter didn't have that, and the next one had a key. Oh, that's good. Heravius is back. Actually, hold on, I'll double check this. Rejoice Seekers, the judicious application of pain has loosened the tongue of our informant. The artifact we seek has recently been moved to Elm's Reach. It should be secured in a residence. Is the entrance to the settlement. I mean, that could mean that Glanfathen home that I can't get in. Yes, and then I checked these two and I couldn't. Is it possible it means I need to actually go to the Elm's Reach district that I've never been to? Maybe that's it. Although, maybe. Let's see. Check that first, I guess. It's just a random Glanfathen home right at the entrance here, so that does seem like it might have been the right call. Well, we'll find out in a second.
I'm on the trail.
No. Baffling that that container is not stealing, but that one and that one are. Stashed away under the floor.
Let's see what lies this way.
No, there's a couple more homes right there, so I'll check those too. Ah, this looks
They
plausible.
shall see nothing while I see much.
Starlit Garb. That sounds fancy. Exceptional bonus defenses against spells and athletics with a low initiative, well, fairly low. It's probably better, but let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Not really a match for Chie's style, though I don't hate it. Does seem like it might be better than whatever you're using. Yeah. Sure. Well, what are you using? Alright, you're still Endurance's robes. I actually kind of like the extra con on her. Unimportant, though. So look. Again, really doesn't match her hood. Like, she's stuck with the Jurad's robes. Till I find something that matches her hood. I don't know, that's silly, but it doesn't match her hood either, but nothing really does. I really need to stop keeping so much junk in my inventory. I keep thinking, well, what if I want to switch into it when I'm in the middle of a dungeon? Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with the dinner plate. I like the idea of those small bit of retaliation damage over the preservation. Let's check this other house. I'm not actually sure that that was the thing mentioned. It could be, but it didn't like update the quest or anything, so can't be sure. That might have just been a coincidence that there was something else hidden in the floor of one of these huts.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Rather than go talk to those people, though, I might as well explore this area and see what there is to do here while I'm here. You have a name? Oh, nope. Not important, though.
Slowly now.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are cross-hatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estromoran who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethel must be feeling especially soft today. Edar pays no attention to the elf and instead has locked eyes with the Stelgar in front of him. He whispers to you. You think he'd mind if I'd petted Stelgar? Again, he lowers her head. Remember how well that worked out last time. Yes. Come to hear your future at Terevron? His smile widens, exposing a row of yellowed, crooked teeth. Or make your own at Blood Sands. What's the Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice. He laces his fingers together. In a cave by the great elms themselves. Reston and his druids have been an integral part of Glenfathan's society for generations. No matter what some of the other tribes might say, their Glenfath has held its own against the Estromoran because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. He gives you an appraising eye. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It's what kept our society alive for so long. Simoc crosses his arms over his scarred chest. Something else? I don't know. Tell me about the three-tusked Stelgar. The boldest and fiercest of the great 6 tribes of Glenfath. It was we who first defended against the Estromoran who came to shore 200 years ago. He raised his chin. We have always been the border tribe, and it has always fallen to us to hold the line against outsiders and invaders. What is it you do here? As Animath of the Three-Tusked Stelgar, I guide our tribe in all matters. He looks to the main room of the hut, where others have gathered. I am in Twin Elms to confer with some of the other Animfatha about the Unalfin, your Hollowborn. We only have such birds here on occasion, but it has made us more vigilant about our neighbors. One Stelgar stretches, flexing its claws. Timok's eyes narrow. There are some of us who believe your Unalfin to be a punishment for the defilement of the builder's sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Estromoran. All answers to fit their hatred. There's no reason to believe a word of it is true. So you don't seem fond of us. His hunched shoulders straighten. I fought in the Broken Stone War, and the War of the Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending the places of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Regd himself. He coughs. Now the Estromoran seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites. Or worse, that they will find sanctuary in our lands. His gaze darkens. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glenfathan's soil. They're desperate. The best of them want to find a cure. The worst are looking for an excuse to plunder. And this worries you? He snorts. I have seen far too many wars for this not to worry me. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of the Three-Tusked Stelgar. His voice drops to a growl. I've sired a dozen children, but none of them have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estromoran lords, but it is important that my successor continue this path. Well, if your own children don't succeed you, what happens then? Ordinarily, the row would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, he levels his gaze, but we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Animfath of Fisher Crane has trusted his youngest to my care. He grimaces. And as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Rao will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Animfath, and my foster daughter to take my place. I don't see the problem. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived in the Thane Bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. He crosses his arms, but this will not deter the Estremoran in open ground. When the Republics were young, we sent explorers up through the Thane Bog to find a faster way through the dwarven kingdom of Whitemarch. You returned. He points at the warriors gathered near the fire. Our savagery has deterred the Estremoran from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Brokenstone War, but if a child of Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and then the Estremoran will lose their fear of us. The children will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in Thane Bog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. He considers you. There is a way you could help, if you have the stomach for it, but I think it would suit someone of your inclinations. Alright, get to the point. The Orlan girl is the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. A Stelgar at Simoc's side scratches its massive head on the Anafath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The druids of Bloodsands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for the three-tusked Stelgar. That didn't go where I expected it to. He's not one for half measures, is he? He gives you a key. There is a house in the southeast Hearthsong, next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. Take her, and bring her to keep her word at the Bloodsands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with a liquid essence, bring it to me. I don't see why you need me to do this. Because I cannot do it without attracting undue attention, he frowns. I don't relish passing my own burdens on to another, but this will incite war between our tribes if I am caught. The Orlan child, go on. I mean, I have absolutely no interest in doing this, but I feel like I shouldn't tell him that. I should, I don't know, turn him into some central authority within Twin Elms, if any such thing exists, so he seems like he might be the closest thing to it. Like, I should kill you for this is kind of the closest to the thing I want to pick, but really more I want to pick, isn't this horrifically immoral? What will Keeper of Weird do with the child? His scarred face twists again. Have you seen the rituals of Bloodsands? She will sacrifice her. It is the only way to distill her essence. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Sagani looks Simoc up and down. I could take him. She looks to you. Please, let me take him. Yeah. I like Sagani. Yes, I agree. I should kill you for this. Stelgar's at his side growl. Surrounded by my best warriors? That would be unwise. Now your dynasty end now. I do wish I was less surrounded. I'm with him on that. Oh. Haste potion.
Do you mind?
Really hope this isn't how the fight or the run ends. I suspect this won't be any harder than Raedric, but I don't know. Sagani thinks we can take him.
Ready, Watcher.
No, I think it's better to pop more summons up, get some damage sponges going.
Yes?
Rah!
Now, that barbaric shout has a lot of range.
Moe, Ixi, Ana!
Alright. So a bunch of my people are terrified. That's not ideal. Don't Itumak, don't engage the Stelgar, engage the Simoc. Really wish I could control engagement.
I'm ready. Adobidore.
Hey.
Nice. Not centered on self. I don't think so. Alright, good.
I'm here. Dead on!
Moe, Ixi, Ana!
Your thoughts must
Everything's
flow
always a
deep
tiny bit
indeed.
bigger than they seem like they should be when they're trying to move around.
Yes.
Yes?
That's an annoying one.
Rah! Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Shed no. I'm ready.
Following your lead.
Nice.
Yes?
Well, the Skybreaker is completed. I think I was a little bit overly concerned on this one when I summoned everything. Ah, I hate that that ability sometimes works and sometimes doesn't.
They're closing in on us.
Following your lead.
Moe, Ixi, Ana!
Well, not an
Shed
ideal
no-
thing. Don't
Yes.
need all that healing. There we go.
I'm ready.
All my characters are in desperate need of like a short-range teleport to get around each other.
Proactive!
That's weird. When did that phantom disappear after only one round? Well, my last two.
I'm here. Got an arrow for... Oh?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Shed no blood.
Hey,
I'm ready.
Yes? As you said. Let's end this!
hey,
Yes. I'm here. After him, east.
Yes?
hey.
Come on. Just
Your
let my
thoughts
characters
must
get
flow
into
deeply
range. And I just need
Following
these
your lead.
spiders to
Let's
run out
end
of duration or
I'm
something.
ready. Vi aces vox
Oh.
converano.
What's going on here? There's still an enemy in here. Lyris looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod. I don't know who Lyris is, but great. What the hell was that? It seems to have refreshed my per day abilities, though.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Your
Hey,
Such a buggy game. Really wasn't expecting that to be one of my main takeaways when I decided to come back to this game. I didn't remember it. I remembered a few of the very small bugs, like the mouse cursor sometimes showing the wrong ability that really don't matter, but I don't know if all the rest of this is turn-based stuff
Shed
or what, if I just don't remember it. It was many years ago, I don't know, 8-ish years ago probably, I think. Alright, we'll have the loot before we go talk to her or whatever that's about. Thy Clef. Incoming crits converted to hits. Sure, that's not terrible.
I'll take a look.
Lots of vendor fodder. I don't know if this Lyris lady would
To spill its secrets.
get mad at me for stealing, so I can't do that. Virtue, guys, your hand, Kared. Sure, why not?
Your thoughts
No
must
idea who
flow
you
deeply
are or why you're here.
I shall do as you ask.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Yeah, well, maybe this would reveal something, but no. No, stuff happened here. In the process of tracking the strange storm, Aloth discovered that the old wizard had somehow transformed herself into a unique type of magical blight. In this storm-like form, she had continued to float around above the Deerwood, unable to shift back to her original elf body. Aloth was able to arduously communicate with her by observing a confused series of thunderclaps and lightning strikes. The wizard directed Aloth to her laboratory in the outskirts of Gilded Vale. After performing a small series of simple operations in the lab, Aloth was able to return the grateful wizard to her natural form. In gratitude, she gave Aloth a storm-generating rod. Well, that's good. And looks like nothing else to report. Alright, nobody else seems to care.
Builder's wisdom to you.
The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estremor. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels, or something to make them more interesting? When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. White leaf. Nice way to spend an afternoon, and the following night, and most of the next day. Apparently I've heard that you can make certain poisons. She takes a deep draw on her pipe. Poisons? I only deal in tonics that heal and enlighten. She exhales a puff of smoke. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities. But that's just Waretha's way of keeping all things in balance. Like what? He leans against the winding tree trunk and ticks them off her fingers. Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated Karagolan, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mixed with skein bone. Well, I don't particularly want any of this. Sure, give me some spider venom. Just thought I'd experiment with it and see. She stops counting and scratches her head. What would you want with something like that? I just thought I'd experiment with it and see what happens. Her eyes brighten. An herbalist yourself, are you? Here, take this. She gives you a vial filled with dark fluid. This should keep you busy for a while. Only use a little at a time and see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half that dose would kill an Almala. Slowly, perhaps, but surely. She taps ash from her pipe into the grass. Was there anything else I can do for you? Yeah, sure, let's see your stocks. I have no idea what any of this was about. It feels like this is a quest that I've started and just forgotten the specifics of. You vaguely recall needing Vithrak brains at some point, and of course I will take Sapphire and Emerald. Opal's cheap. Definitely don't need more Ogre blood or Zorip tongues. I've got a billion of those. Anything that I'm not sure I've got in large quantities, I'll take. What's a pet? I don't care. It does feel like something I should have, sure. Got loads of vendor trash to get rid of. I don't like that this Angwithing Scepter doesn't count as unique. It has a unique enhancement. It should be yellow so that I don't accidentally sell it. less money out of that than I was expecting to. Do not know who Bleda is. I assume I had a quest that referenced her in some way. Was it the one that Simoc wanted me to talk to, baby? No, that was Wurta. It's Tamron.
Hail, Estramor.
Though his eyes are closed with and his posture still, the man before you keeps his head aimed at you as if carefully following your movements. Hail to you! May your time in the Golden Grove be enriching. If you are in need of services, he says, his eyes still closed, speak with Bleda. She will see to your concerns. But can you tell me of the Golden Grove? We are naturalists, philosophers, herbalists, and teachers. The Ovates of the Golden Grove know that true wisdom comes from the study of the natural order. We endeavor to teach others, to explore the world for themselves. Oh. Well, they're gonna get mad at me if I try to go up on this platform. That doesn't look like it. An elf with placid green eyes nods in greeting. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Many blessings, traveler.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalists, or simply to bask in Wereth's glory? Who leads your order? The High Ovate Erona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength, however. She's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Erona is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she. And we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. Alright, tell me more about her. Her eyes brighten. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning. Yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. She turns her gaze to the great, twisting elms. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way that the gods never are. Tell me about the Golden Grove. We are the Ovates, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. She gestures to another elven woman standing near the entrance to the grove. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bleda understands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. And what do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. She tilts her head. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. Okay. Sounds pleasant enough. Gonna head back to the tavern, both so that I can talk to those people about that starry robe I found. It's got to imagine that is indeed the quest, and so that I can rest, since I used most of my summon items in that fight. I'm pretty sure I can rest in the Celestial Sapling. Guess I can probably go in here now, yeah. Might as well. Maybe there's something in here worth talking to. Maybe I can talk to the child and be like, hey, that dipshit wanted to kill you, and I killed him, and then a random woman showed up, and I don't know what that was about. Oh, no. Child is apparently much younger. There's a crib. I was assuming this was like a 7-year-old or something. An Orland baby lies in the crib, tiny and dark-furred. Though her eyes are closed with sleep, she squirms under the blankets and nuzzles the pillow. Oh, that's adorable. I don't know why I would take her at this point. Am I just going to raise her myself? they were up here, the monks.
Hello!
The monk massages his temples, his face buried in his palm. As you approach, he looks up. This room needs a proper door, he mutters. My brothers and I rented this space so that we may have some measure of privacy in this foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room here at the inn. I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. The monk's eyes widen, his fists curl in a crackling barrage of popping joints. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please. We've been waiting for another order to meet us here, and if you found him... All eyes on the fall to the floor as the monk begins to whisper chants in unison to their fallen friend. Yeah, he gave me this missive. Hand me that! The monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from your grasp. Almost immediately, his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. Breaking the seals, the monk unrolls the handwritten scroll contained within and quickly reads the message, his lips breathlessly mouthing the text. He turns to address his brothers. My brethren, the Archmartyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger, the monk says, folding his hands in front of him as he bows deeply. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. The monk turns red, his face smiling for the first time. I am glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. He reaches into the folds of his robes. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. Well, you gained Ilia Brachia. Plus deflection, ranged grazes reflected back at the attacker. That is really neat. What's your shield? Superb. You're only fine. I mean, if it was superb, I actually think I'll just hold on to that. Maybe when I get the the necessities. What do I need here again? Maybe when I figure out where I can get some Adra Dragon scales in quantity, ideally, I'll upgrade it and use it.
Gods keep you.
Let's see what you have for sale. Right, I remember seeing that before. Alright, +2 might, +2 con, +2 resolve. I don't think there's anything else in. Alright, Swineth. We haven't done her quest yet. Oh, is that frightened person who told us about Raedric? Can we report to him that Raedric's dead? Does not look like it. He's gone. I think with that, I will call an end to session 33. Thank you all for watching and or listening, and I hope you will join me again next time when I get to session 34.